Hi Virgo, this is Heather from the Crystal Vein Tarot, here to do your mid-month reading for December. I would like to thank all of you for the love and support you have given me on my channel, and I would like to thank each of you personally for all of your beautiful messages and positive responses. I truly feel blessed. And if you would like to contact me, my email is posted below along with a mailing address for those of you who would prefer to send postcards or letters. For those of you who are new to my channel, I am an energy healer and intuitive. I am new to the world of YouTube, and my personal goal is to reach the 100,000 subscribers and share these messages with as many people as possible, because I thoroughly enjoy posting these videos and doing these readings for you. It definitely is a passion of mine, and I can't imagine any other way to spend my time. I quite enjoy these readings, and I hope you do too. So please subscribe if you haven't already. For those of you who, oh my goodness, for those of you who are subscribed, thank you so much for your support, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And stay tuned for a special contest coming up later this month. So thank you for listening. Now let's get started with your reading, Virgo. So I'm going to do a general reading, and as a general reading, the messages may resonate differently with everyone, so be sure to check your moon and rising sign readings as well for a complete picture of all of the energies around you. I am using the Gilded Tarot deck and the Celtic Cross spread. The Celtic Cross lets me see what's happening around you, the challenges and potentials, the root of the situation, recent past, what your strengths are, and what energies are coming towards you. So again, this reading is for the Sun, Moon, Rising sign of Virgo for the second half of December. Okay, so Virgo, you could have an Aries around you. You have the Emperors, but this is in the position of the present moment and where you are right now. So I don't feel like it is an Aries. I do feel like this is your energy. And right now you are, you're very successful at everything you're doing right now, Virgo. You have that energy of someone who is, gets a lot of respect from others. You're very strategic in your planning and how you're doing everything in your day-to-day life. You're kind of almost seen as a father figure, whether or not doesn't necessarily mean that you are a father. It could just be that you're someone that people are looking up to and looking to for advice, because you just have that commanding type energy around you right now, and that successful, driven. You're being seen as very driven and a go-getter and ambitious, and that's the light you're being seen in right now, Virgo. And that's what you're projecting to others, but it has come at a price for you. So you do have the Ten of Wands here, what's crossing you. And this, so, you know, I do feel like you are working really hard, that you do have a lot on your plate, a lot on the go, and it's causing you a lot of stress. You're feeling exhausted. You have too many burdens. You just have a lot that you're doing. You're very busy right now. But do know, being the 10, you have the Ace to the 10 in a suit. Ace is the beginning, 10 is the culmination or completion. So do know that all of these stresses, these burdens, all of these activities that you're doing, they are coming to an end. So you are going to get a reprieve from them soon. Okay, and you could be putting all this hard work in. You have the Hermit energy is the root of the issue, or what has led to the present and how and where you are right now. And the Hermit is about, it's you, Virgo. It's actually your energy. So this is about going within for clarity. It's a quest for your personal truth and spiritual illumination. It's all about being self-reliant and relying on yourself. So, you know, I feel like you've set a standard for yourself, Virgo, and of things that you want to accomplish and achieve, and you're doing it, and you're doing it very well, to the point where you're getting noticed, and people are seeing you as the determined go-getter type of person that you can be, Virgo. You are an earth sign. You have that practical type of energy, that slow and steady wins the race energy. You are someone who is, you know, you look to build your security and your possessions, your money, your family, home, all of that. And you've been doing that. You've been very true to who you are, Virgo, which is fantastic. But you do have, you are feeling a little restricted, yeah, a little restricted and almost imprisoned by these burdens. I feel like, you know, you're weighed down with all of the stuff that you have on your plate and going on, that you're feeling like maybe you can't have any fun. You're feeling bound by those. But do know, because you have the Eight of Swords energy in the recent past, but do know that this is the stuff that is moving into the background. It might still be lingering, this energy might still be lingering, but it is moving into the background. And being swords energy, it's mental energy, it's energy of thoughts and of your head, what's going on in your head. And sometimes we can blow things out of proportion because we dwell on them too much, and that's what the Eight of Swords energy is. Even though it's about feeling restricted, imprisoned, isolated from others, it's self-imposed. So you're doing it to yourself. It's in your head. You see she's bound with chains. She has a blindfold on. She's surrounded by these swords, which are the thoughts. And at any point in time, these chains are loosely draped around her wrists. She can take them off, remove the blindfold, see the situation from what it is, and then move on. And because this is in that past energy, or energy that's fading into the background, I feel like you are moving beyond this as these burdens are beginning to subside, and you are, you know, clearing a bunch of things off of your plate, and becoming less busy, Virgo. That this feeling of isolated, like you don't have enough time to do anything that's fun, is ending. Because I really do think that this is related to you feeling like you're so busy with everything that you want to accomplish that there's no time for relaxation and spontaneity and fun. But that's ending, that's changing. And you have the Three of Pentacles crowning you. So this is your strength. And, you know, so you've been really working at honing your skills and perhaps even collaborating with others, but you really are working on yourself, Virgo, for this last half of December, and it's fantastic. It's great to see. And then you have the Hierophant in the near future, what's developing from this situation. So all this hard work, it's going to pay off. This is about, it can be a Taurus energy, so it's one of your sister signs. So there could be a Taurus that's coming into your life in the near future. So someone that could be, if you are collaborating with people, it could be a Taurus that's coming towards you, or someone with a lot of Taurus in your chart, and that's working with you. So that will also help to alleviate some of this burden and stress. But it's also about traditionals and conventional wisdom. So I feel like whatever you've been working on, whatever skill you've been working on to develop, you might have actually had to do some learning for it, and will be doing some learning for it, because conventional traditions, it can also talk about schooling and education and furthering that education, that knowledge base. So it doesn't have to be traditional school in the sense of you're actually going to school, but it could be you're learning. You could be learning from someone else. You could be learning on the job. But you are, again, and that kind of fits with this theme of developing yourself. And you have the Ten of Swords energy in your point of view towards the situation. So you're just really feeling done with all of these burdens, all of this workload that you have. You're done with it. And this is fantastic to see the Ten of Swords here. Because again, Ace through 10, Ace is the beginning, starting off on something. The 10 is the culmination or the completion of it. And the Ten of Swords is about, you know, something, it's an ending to your stress and your burdens and things that are just difficult and challenging for you. So this has been challenging. You've put in a lot of work in here, but do know that work, of feeling stressed because you're feeling like you have too many burdens and feeling exhausted, not having time for yourself and to do just the fun little things and having that me time or that me day, that's coming to an end, and that's over. Putting in all this work, you're going to start seeing the benefits and reaping the rewards of all that work, and of course you're going to see the benefits, and that is paying off because you have the Empress here in the what you need to know. And the Empress is, she is that person that, you know, she plants the seeds and nurtures them, loves them, waters them, gives them everything that they need to grow, and they do grow, and it becomes, so that little seed turns into that plant that is bearing all kinds of fruit. It's about fertility, creation, abundance, and being very nurturing and supportive. So this is, so know that the universe is looking out for you, Virgo, that all of this work that you've put in, it's going to pay off, because you have been putting in that work. You've been nurturing yourself in terms of your skill development and your abilities, and it's paying off. And you know, the Empress is also the counterpart to the Emperor, which is where you are right now. So do know that, again, all of the efforts you've been putting in here are going to pay off for you, and it's also time to nurture yourself, Virgo, and to have that me time. Okay, and you have also, so this is in your hopes and fears, or what needs to be done behind the scenes. So the Lover, you have the Lovers here. Excuse me, my voice cracked. So this can represent a Gemini that's in your life or coming into your life. But the Lovers is, it can be about partnerships, so romantic partnerships or even business partnerships, family, friends, that kind of thing. But it's about deep love. So having a lot of, it's about, if it is about a partnership, then it's having that mutual respect and appreciation for another person. It's about a balanced relationship. So it's not where one person is giving and one person is taking, but there's equal give and take in the relationship, and whatever kind of relationship that might be. But it's also about having a choice too. And so you also might need to make a choice moving forward here, Taurus. So let's just see what the potential outcome is, or where you're headed. So you have the Eight of Wands. So I'm going to clarify this one. So you have a lot of communication and information coming your way. It's going to come in very, very quickly. So once you take some time out, once these burdens are over and you're done with this, and you're taking that time to, you know, sit and appreciate yourself, value yourself, give yourself some me time, give, you know, and do that, you're going to start receiving a lot of messages, and it could be about someone coming into your life. If you have been looking for a relationship, then having the Lovers card here, yeah, and even the Empress underneath it here, about being about fertility and abundance, like, you know, the timing could be right. You've put in all this work, and now as you're putting time aside for yourself, that can be enough to now attract, if you've been looking for someone, to attract and bring in that person that is going to really complement you, and you're going to have that deep, that really deep love towards. But it will come in quickly. Whatever's going to come in for you is coming in very quickly. So I'm going to clarify that. The communication. Let's just see what we have. So we have the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like there's you're going to be a little bit afraid as news comes in. You're going to be, the Five of Pentacles can be about loss, poverty, worrying, feeling isolated. So I do feel like that you are, that maybe with you having focusing on this and all this time and not focusing on other people, perhaps that you might be feeling like you might be feeling a little isolated and nervous about that. And but do know that your situation, that side of the situation, is turning around once you start spending some time on for yourself and doing things that you enjoy and like to do. And yeah, I feel like don't worry. Communication is coming. Just sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. You will have messages coming in soon, and communication coming in soon, and don't worry about that. Okay, and I do feel like, if you know, I feel like there's a relationship. If you are single, I really feel like I'm speaking to a certain group here of you Virgos. If you are looking for a relationship, I do feel like it is coming in. I feel like you're worried that you're not going to have it, but it is going, because you've been so focused on your work ethic and being that, you know, developing a foundation for you. And as you are now transitioning through this and moving, now working on perhaps your social life, this again, I feel like this is for a select few of you here, this message, that if you are looking for someone, that partner is coming towards you, and it's going to feel like an addictive type of attraction, like where you guys just can't keep your hands off of each other, and it's going to happen very fast. When it does come in, it's going to happen fast. So this could even be, again, we're moving into the holiday season, so this could be something that happens around Christmas time, with like, when, you know, the holiday parties, or even like New Year's and the New Year's Eve parties coming in. It could be something that happens like that quick, where it's like overnight. You meet a person and the next day, like, you are suddenly hanging out with each other 24/7. But it feels like it's that kind of a situation coming in. I'm going to pull another clarifier. And the start, I feel like if this is you and this is resonating with you, this is something that you've been hoping for and wishing for. You've wanted that person to come in, and this is Spirit telling you. This is also the card for Aquarius, but this is the universe telling you that having faith that this person is coming towards you and that this is going to happen for you, and just, you know, just make sure that you are open to it, because sometimes we can self-sabotage ourselves, and I do feel like that was the message with this, this sense of worry and loss and isolation, that you could be setting yourself, if you're focusing on this, you're going to miss this, you're going to miss this wish coming true, this hope, this, yeah, and just have faith. Have faith that you're attracting someone. Put that out there to the universe. Let the universe know that you are open to receiving love, and that you are open to receiving and welcoming that person that you've been wanting to bring into your life, and not focus on that worry, and just let the universe know that you're open to receiving, so the universe can help manifest that for you. I'm going to just pull one more, just for a general card here. And you have the Ace of Wands. So yeah, and this is really, again, this whole attraction, this fiery attraction. Like, look at all the fire energy in this, all the reds and oranges of these cards. And this is, you know, this is the divine is blessing this union. The divine is, you have divine protection here in this. You just have to let the universe know that you're open to receiving it. Don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you want to bring in, as if you have it already, and that will help the universe to manifest it and bring it in for you. Because this opportunity, you have the Ace of Wands here. This is fire energy. This is creativity. This is inspiration. This is passion, desire. This is you have this new thing coming in, and you can create something beautiful with it, and it's going to have that obsessive nature to it. Yeah, a lot of lustful type of energy, Virgo, that's coming in for you. If that's what you're looking for. If you aren't looking for a relationship, then this can and everything else related more to career for you. And you wanted to move on to something that's more career related. It's still, you know, this could be about you having a partnership instead with someone, and that you're going to be very confident, because the devil, even though it can be about negative, a lot of people see it as negative. It's about addictions. It's about obsession, that kind of energy, but it can also be about pride and ego too, and it can also talk about confidence as well, and facing your shadow self and flushing out the negativity and replacing it with confidence. So, you know, in the business world, or you could be engaged in a partnership, and it's really boosting your confidence too, and all that work that you were doing has boosted your confidence. So don't dwell on what you've don't focus on worrying about not being financially successful, because it will happen because you have that opportunity of inspiration in a new project that's very creative endeavor for you. So if it's not a relationship type of reading for you, Virgo, and that's not how it resonates, then that's how it can play out in the career, money, and finance. So I'm going to pull another card. I'm going to pull an Angel Tarot card. See if there's any last messages from Spirit with regards to that situation. So let's see what we have, Virgo. So we have the Four of Water. So again, you know, you might be missing an opportunity because you're focusing on, you're feeling a little unfulfilled or apathetic towards everything. So you're discontent or bored, feeling bored. So make sure you are opening up your eyes to the possibilities, or you might miss these wonderful opportunities that are coming for you to have hope for all your wishes coming true. So make sure you aren't missing those opportunities, and really pay attention, Virgo. So I'm going to pull a living Reiki healing card. So Reiki is energy healing, and sometimes we have energy blockages or even thought blockages in our subconscious mind that we're not even aware of. And I find that these messages can help us to clear out those blocks. So Virgo, your message for the last half of December is connecting with our higher self. This is beautiful, Virgo. So connecting with our higher self is easier than most people think, yet without this connection, it is often difficult to find the strength, understanding, and inspiration we need to live our lives. Find somewhere quiet where you can be undisturbed for a while. Somewhere in nature is especially good, or sit down or lie down and simply intend to connect with your higher self. When it is guidance from your higher self, the answer often pops into your mind even before you have finished formulating the question. So Virgo, for the second half of December, focus on connecting with your higher self and listening to that inner voice inside you that's trying to guide you and help you find that path of least resistance to achieving all your dreams and your goals. And I'm going to pull one more. So this is Wisdom for Healing. I like these cards, you know, a lot of times our perspective or attitude, so whether or not we see the glasses half empty or half full, can change how a day plays out for us and whether or not we have a good day or a bad day. And I find that the advice in these cards can help us to improve our attitude and outlook on life, or just question our thought patterns, our current thought patterns and beliefs. So Virgo, you have take steps to get healthy. So think about one aspect of your physical health that you've been neglecting or avoiding, and ask yourself why you've been doing so. Perhaps your diet needs to change, or you know you need to exercise more. So your goal for the second half of December is to, by the end of the 2 weeks, commit to that new step or identify why you are choosing to sabotage your healing. So very nice message for you, Virgo. So Virgo, this concludes your reading for the second half of December. Please make sure that you click on subscribe and hit the notification bell, because I will have a special contest for anyone who is subscribed to my channel. That will be coming out later this month. Also later this month, I will be doing the 2020 forecast from January to December, just an overall general year forecast for you. So do watch for that, and then I will have the usual, the beginning of the month, January reading coming out. So be sure to click on the subscribe and notification, and also be sure to like and share. Thank you for watching, Virgo, and take care.